job, Pete.
All right. Good job, man.
Is this the first time you finish in the rain?
Raining or ice or what?
It's kind of starting to rain.
There's only a couple per dog. So. I got more. Let's come. All right, come.
Good maps go.
Bogus 3.50. Kaiser actually just come in. He's the first one to come in the 3.50. He's snacking his dog right now. There is a fairly big crowd here now.
We're ready for another one.
Didn't miss race, Called him at midnight. Yeah. Well, driving down here, you know.
I know, you made the right choice for what you were.
I wondered if you put tinfoil over that, will it still work? And now the first one's back, and just set up.
Ellie, once again,
It's the rain, huh? Good.
Congratulations, Pete.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Oh, good. A little tired, but good to be back, I guess, and maybe just barely the rain just starting, so yeah.
How was this race for you, given the trail conditions were probably different than your team has been used to training? How did this run go for you and your team?
Yeah, it went well, I guess. It was obviously slow, for sure. Felt like kind of a slow motion race or some kind of turtle race or something, but it's good training to see different conditions than what we're used to all the time out here, especially for going into Iditarod to see a little bit of deeper snow. So yeah, definitely an unusual race for Bethel standards, but I don't know, that's mushing, I guess. You don't really know, you never know what you're gonna get. So
does your race strategy change a little bit with these kinds of conditions? I was talking to another musher, Jackie Larson, who was saying maybe he mushed a little bit more conservatively. Does your race strategy change?
Not necessarily, I guess. We kind of always have a similar strategy to kind of start off a little slower and hope to have some power at the end. And I guess on a trail like this, that might help even more than on a faster trail. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of just the same style of racing that you with any trail, really.
Tell us about specifically how your team did. Did any dogs stand out to you on this run?
Yeah, I took several younger dogs that haven't raced before, just to try them out here after they'd done a really successful year of training. So yeah, some young 1- and 2-year-olds that did real good, and mixed with some of my Iditarod dogs. So that was fun to be running some new ones in there. Looks like they have a bright future the next few years.
You mentioned you're training for the Iditarod coming up, and given that we saw that you signed up for this race kind of last minute, can you talk about how this race factors into you know, your training leading up to that Iditarod, whether that was mulling into whether you were going to run this race?
Yeah, it's close enough to Iditarod and when we're leaving that there was definitely some extra variables mixed in with our decision. So it had a lot to do with trail conditions, and you know, if maybe if it was a real icy fast race, I might not have done it. Some other different circumstances that might have kept me from doing it, but it looked like it was probably going to be a beneficial thing in the end, and that's so we ended up, you know, signing up. And I'm glad we did it because, you know, also the forecast played a big role. Next week does not look like, or this week coming up doesn't look like very good training weather. If we have, you know, if we get a bunch of rain and 40 above, so this felt like kind of the last chance to get a big run in before we end up probably leaving here in about a week or so for Anchorage and Iditarod.
Well, congratulations, Pete, and good luck on your Iditarod bid. We're going to go to, I believe John Wallace from Bethel has some questions for Pete Kaiser as well.
So the race coming back from the checkpoint was quite a bit faster. Can you talk about the trail, that last section of trail?
Yeah.
You know, you gained at least 3 miles an hour on that last section coming this way.
Yeah, I mean, for one, fresh dogs coming off the rest in the checkpoint, and then the trail had set up a little bit firmer after, you know, all the teams had gone up over it, and then it had sat for a couple hours. So, yeah, both those things, fresh dogs and a little firmer trail for sure. But it definitely wasn't super fast, but it was nice, and we had the wind at our back too, because there was some stretches up there that had a good, I don't know, you know, 15 to 20 mile an hour wind, so
sure,
helped having it at your back.
Now you've got 6 with Matt?
Matt has 8 of mine.
Matt has 8. So, and with this group that you've got going, do you have, how many of these are going to Iditarod?
Yeah, between his team and my team, all the Iditarod dogs are in there. So, yeah, I had some and he had some. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right, congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
That was 2022 Bogus Creek champion.
Awesome job, Pete. Can you remember finishing in the rain?
6 times.
Oh, I'm sure we have. I can't imagine we haven't at this point.
With all the different things, I just was trying to think. I don't remember rain.
Oh man, it'd be crazy if we hadn't by now.
Yeah, really.
We can hold this truck ahead.
I'll put the stock away.
Okay.
One was by accident. Yeah, he's.
They want to go just
We're gonna do your leaders. Hey,
those leaders.
Pete, are we gonna do a leader shot? They want one.
Yeah.
No more. That's where they want them. Okay. That's something like that.
A little bit, yes.
I can back up.
Let's see. We can get our shadows out of there. Here, I'll move out for you, Greg, and then I'll go.
Are they same Sky and Lucy, is it?
Guy at Delmer.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, Pete, over here. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Sore.
I'm laughing.
Yeah,